Hi, and welcome to another edition of Rompost TV. Today, I'm here at Bonser Complex with Lidia Lukacu-Menzies. Lidia, could you tell us a little bit about your background in swimming?
I immigrated to Canada in 1992, and I was a national champion in Romania. So, because I am very passionate about this sport, I started Dynamo in Canada in 98.
The competition just ended. What happened today was we had the 10th Annual Invitational Swimming Competition. So tell us how that went.
We had 4 teams from all over Lower Mainland, and Dynamo actually it's ahead of the competition. We have most of the swimmers in a meet, over 50 athletes swim, lots of events in the 2 days swim meet, and the performance was unbelievable. Actually, some of them qualify for a provincial championship, which is going to be in Richmond, and AA provincial championship is going to be in Victoria. We are really excited. Our team is growing every year. From last year, we increased the numbers like 20%.
Wow.
Which is pretty good. We had a competition for adults, first year this year, between 20 and 78 years old. They compete 5 events, and the performance was unbelievable.
I'm here with 2 of the master swimmers in Dynamo Swim Club to talk about what they think about the master's program and a recent swim meet that they attended in Kelowna. Why did you choose Dynamo Swim Club to practice your swimming?
Well, Dynamo has been coaching our kids for 4 years now, and it makes sense if the kids are in the pool that we're in the pool at the same time. It makes it very easy for us to get our exercise in every week if we're here anyway. I can't imagine sitting at practice and watching my kids swim when I have the option of being in the pool.
And we now have friendships with the parents as our kids have friendship with the kids, so it's really, really nice. Sometimes we go out for dinner afterwards, and it makes for a nice evening, for instance, on Saturdays.
So what did you guys think of the national swim meet? Did you enjoy it? What were your impressions?
It was amazing. It was amazing to see swimmers my age and older that just blow away my times. It was just, it was inspirational to see somebody in their 60s even do some of these events like the 100 fly. It's just stunning.
People were very welcoming. It was the first meet that I had ever attended, and the first meet Simon has attended as an adult, swimming ourselves, and people were very welcoming, and it was really like a family. It was a lot of fun.
And are you looking forward to attending a next one?
I was the fastest swimmer in my lane. I had a lot of fun, and I didn't disqualify. I did the clean races, and I hope to do better next time, but I really enjoyed it.
Well, I set all my best times because it was the first one I'd ever been to, nationals. But yeah, it was great fun. It was a challenge to build up to get to the meet and get the swimming to the level that I wanted it to be at for the meet, and I did really well.
We just started this program 2 years ago, and it's getting better every year. Actually, this year we sent 3 adults to the nationals in Kelowna. And some of them qualify like top 3 in Canada.
Wow, that's awesome.
Oh yeah, I am so proud of them. I was so excited being there. I watched this gentleman, which is 93 years old, and he's walking up on a block and he's swimming 1,500 meter in 45 minutes. That's just unbelievable.
If you are past 93, I think you still could do it anyway.
Yeah,
but I doubt you are those. You're watching Rompost on a Saturday or on a Wednesday. I'm guessing that you're probably physically fit enough to try swimming, right?
Yeah, of course.
You don't even have to be in the best shape, right?
No, you can start at any age. Actually, the age groups for adults, for masters, they're starting at 20. So you go 20, 25, 25, 30. And most of the adults, they swim in this competition and at the nationals, they start at age of 50.
Can you tell us the benefits of working out in water?
Swimming, if you ask your doctor, will recommend as a sport for lifetime because there is no impact. You don't use your joints in swimming as much as you're using it in other sports. So you can protect them because that's what's going out first when you start aging. But swimming develops all your muscles in your body, your lungs and your heart. So you had a very good aerobic workout if you go swimming. You can lose a few pounds as well because you burn lots of calories. In the same time, you keep your heart pumping and you keep your lungs healthy. And also build up muscles, but they are lean muscles because water helps you losing that weight.
Well, they say that swimmers have the nicest bodies.
Yeah.
And by looking at Michael Phelps during the Olympics, I must agree.
1, 3, 5, 7, all the people go to heaven. When they get there, they repeat, watch Rompost TV!
Today, Emma's going to tell you what she did at the swim meet. Emma, how did you do during the swim meet?
Bine și m-a plăcut foarte mult.
So why do you enjoy swimming, Emma?
Pentru că merg repede.
Now I have the opportunity to interview the big and the wonderful head coach, my mother of Dynamo Swim Club.
Competiția a fost extraordinară astăzi. Toți notătorii care au participat, mai ales cei pe care îi antrenezi tu, au notat excepțional. Mai ales starul Emma, care prima dată într-un concurs oficial a reușit să noate 2 probe. 50 liber, 50 spate, fără oprire. Și pentru că a învățat-o așa de bine, nici măcar n-a fost descalificată. Cred că a câștigat la vârsta ei, care este de 7 ani. Sunt foarte mândră de tine și de ea. Avem o echipă de antrenori, 8 antrenori care lucrează fantastic pentru a produce calitate, înotători care pot să se ducă la o competiție și să câștige. Nu avem mulți sportivi, dar cei care participă se duc la concurs și câștigă.
Lydia, I heard that you had one of your athletes going to London. Would you like to explain more about that?
Oh, yeah. Sunt foarte încântată că unul dintre înotătorii din club s-a calificat pentru Jocurile Olimpice din Londra. Este un sportiv handicapat care nu are picioare. Este fantastic să te califici pentru echipa paraolimpică din Londra. Competiția este foarte grea la orice nivel și nu contează ce probe noți. Regulile sunt la fel pentru toți. So, în ordine ca să te califici pentru echipa olimpică, trebuie să fii foarte bun.
So I heard that you have some amazing and exciting news about one of your swimmers.
Yeah, that's right. We just found out last week that Scott Patterson made the Paralympic team for London this summer, which it's wonderful because he's our second swimmer that goes to Paralympic Games, and we are very excited because even today he came to the pool and he was sitting with all the age groups and members on a club, and he was talking about how he qualified and what it takes to get to that level.
It's very nice to meet you, Scott, and congratulations.
Oh, thanks very much.
So you must be excited. Tell me, how did you get to this point?
Well, I guess about a year and a half ago, Marianne, my coach, came up to me and asked me if I wanted to train for paraswimming. We started training in the Vancouver Aquatic Center a year and a half ago, and I'd done some swim meets in between now and then, and I guess on the trials in Montreal in April, I qualified for the Paralympics.
What was that moment like when you found out you were qualified? Can you kind of bring us back into that mindset?
Well, actually, when I did the race, you didn't know if you were on the team yet, and so I just found out last week. So we just found out on the website who was going, and yeah, I was very excited. We got a Can-Am meet in Winnipeg. We stay there. We got 3 days. Then right away we head to Arizona to training camp for 2 weeks.
Okay.
Come back home maybe August 5th, stay about 5 days, and then head out to Spain for another training camp. And we were there almost 2 weeks again, and then to London, and then the Paralympics start on August 29th.
Have you been to London before?
I might just visit the Queen.
Do you get to?
I don't know. They'll let me, but why not? I'll ask.
I think that she'll say yes because it's a jubilee and she's feeling in a generous mood.
That'd be nice. Yes, I think she looks like a nice lady.
I think if you requested it, I think it would happen.
Yeah.
You should just say, "I would
Go
love."
to London to visit the Queen.
Exactly, and have tea with her.
Yes. Oh, that's a must. Yeah.
And when you do that, tell her about Sonia Zhivago in Canada, and tell her that she would also like to meet the Queen one day,
okay.
and that she'll come no matter when. Like it doesn't matter anytime. Like no matter, I'll just drop it at like 2 days' notice.
1, 3, 5, 7, all the team will go to heaven when they get their day routine. Watch Rompost TV!
Tell us a little bit more about swimming and how you got into swimming.
Well, I used to swim a lot when I was a kid. I had my accident when I was 20, and I did some other wheelchair sports. I wheelchair track, and also alpine skiing. I competed in Salt Lake City and Torino.
You were at those Olympics too?
Yeah.
Wow.
And
so you're a pro. Like you've already done Olympics.
Professional here, yes. I just I started after skiing. I wanted to do something, like a different sport. So I did triathlon, and so I used to go to Master Swim Club at Vancouver Aquatic Center early in the morning, and Marianne was coaching there. And then after a couple years, I just, I got into just my job. I was working, and I stopped doing triathlon. And then she got a hold of me, I guess, a year and a half ago, thinking, hey, you should try this para-swimming. And that's how I got involved.
How does the swimming compare to, the other sports you were doing?
It's tough. It's not like downhill skiing where you got gravity to help you. Skiing's more timing and just being gutsy, being aggressive. Well, swimming is it's a lot more work and time to put into it before you start seeing results.
Do you think you'll stick with swimming, or are you going to move on to another sport next?
I think I'll stick with swimming. Definitely, yes. Yeah, I want to work on a few things first. I want to get better at another event. Right now, I'm just qualified for the 100 breaststroke. I'd like to get better at some other strokes also.
I don't even know the different kinds of strokes. How many are there?
Well, there's 4. You got butterfly.
Okay. That's like, how is that?
That's just the double arm.
Oh, okay.
And
like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you got your backstroke.
Yes.
And then breaststroke. And then freestyle is most people do front crawl, but you can do anything you want. I just hope everybody can watch on TV and watching the racing and see a lot of great athletes compete.
And you're representing Canada.
That's right. Canada.
Which is awesome. And you're wearing red and white.
Yes.
So
Animal.
Make sure that you support Canada by watching Scott Patterson here, who has a SkyTrain station named after him already.
Right.
That's how famous he is.
Yes.
Right? Thank you so much. You're a huge inspiration. An example that it doesn't matter. You can go out and do anything, and you can become a top athlete. You can go to the Olympics, and that's amazing. Hi, Mariana. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Sonia.
Where is your background in coaching coming from? Have you always been coaching para sports?
No, I was a competitive swimmer for about 20 years, and I've been coaching about 25 years. I coach age group, I coach masters, but my passion is para swimming, and this is why I started a para group. The most challenging, but the most rewarding.
So maybe you could tell us a little bit more about Scott.
Oh, what can I say about Scott? I just think he's an amazing athlete. And the dream any coach would like to have. He's very, very dedicated. He is all out in, he wants to get something, he wants to achieve, and it's awesome to coach him.
How long have you been coaching him for?
About a year and a half now, about a year. I coached him before, and then he stopped for about a year or 2 years, and then when I started the Paraswim program, I called him back, and now it's been about a year and a half.
So maybe you can tell the viewers at home a little bit about how you get to the Paralympics or to the Olympics.
Okay, well, it's kind of a long process, and it's not just up to like the swimmers who make the time, but it's also how the world is swimming, because there's only so many spots. So 620 spots for swimming, that's it. And there is a time standard that you have to reach to make the Olympic team, and then there's also a second time standard. Only if you have a first standard, you could do that second standard for a second swim. So there's close to 900 swimmers who made the standard, but only 600 get to go. So it is tough.
And it's from the whole world, right?
From the whole world. It was very, very nice that Swim Canada integrated para-swimming trials with the able-bodied trials. So that was back in March in Montreal. And all the para-swimmers swam there. If they made the time, they were nominated into the team.
When you accept your medal, because I'm sure you're going to win, look out into the crowd and think positive thoughts about Romania.
Okay.
And me.
And go like this.
And go like this, which means
right.
peace. Peace for the world.
Okay.
So if you see him doing that on TV, he's talking to you, watching at home.
You. Peace.
1, 3, 5, 7, all